Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 20.7K subs, guys. So keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really great promos, especially with BetMGM. Get up to 1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. So take advantage of that in the description below, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today. Starting with the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -120. The Cardinals +110 with the over-under at 9. Cardinals coming into this matchup 14-16. Tigers 17-13. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 5.91. Pitching for the Tigers is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 5.96. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Maeda, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a Detroit loss. They had a doubleheader yesterday. Both teams winning one of the games yesterday. Both pitchers giving up a lot of runs here. Maeda coming off a better start on the mound. Mikolas giving up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. He hasn't been that great on the mound. Maeda's only given up 6 in his last 3, so maybe the over could be a play today. Yeah, really not in love with the pitching matchup today. And yeah, don't really like Mikolas on the mound. He's just given up so many runs. I think I'm going to lean with the Tigers at home. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Rays opening up as road favorites at -130. The Brewers +110 with the over-under at 8. Rays coming into this matchup 14-17. The Brewers 18-11. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 4.08. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Rea with an ERA of 3.25. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Rea, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa Bay, 3-7 in their last 10, losing to the Brewers yesterday, 8-2. Nice win for the Brewers. Tampa Bay is just 4-9 against Milwaukee, 2-4 on the road against Milwaukee here. Both pitchers coming off very bad starts on the mound here. I'm liking the Brewers getting plus money at home. And the way the Rays have been playing, they've just looked horrible here. Yeah, I'll take a shot with the Brewers +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at -200. The White Sox +160 with the over-under at 9. Twins coming into this matchup 16-13. The White Sox 6-24. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.21. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.11. Ober, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Coming off his best start of the season because he's given up 9 runs in his 2 games prior. Minnesota, they're on a 9-game winning streak. Back-to-back wins against the White Sox. They've actually won their last 6 against the White Sox here. They've been dominant against Chicago. 5-0 on the road. 6-1 on the road against the White Sox here. Flexen's been pretty bad on the mound despite last game. I think I'm going to roll with the Twins on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -130. The Royals +110 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 18-13. The Blue Jays 15-16. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 1.66. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 5.64. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 2 innings. Gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Royals beating Toronto yesterday 4-1. Nice game for the Royals here. Looks like it's going to be a kind of a flip-flop series with both teams splitting a game so far. Even though the Royals, they are just 1-7 on the road against Toronto here. Bassett giving up a lot of runs here, especially after last game. Lugo's been solid. 2 of his last 3 games, he has not given up a run here. Getting plus money on the road. I'll take a shot with the Royals plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Oakland Athletics. Pirates opening up as road favorites at -116. Oakland plus 105 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 14-17. Oakland 14-17 as well. Pitching for the Pirates is Quinn Priester with an ERA of 3.48. Pitching for Oakland is Ross Stripling with an ERA of 4.98. Priester, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 6 strikeouts. Stripling, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs. Had 3 strikeouts. Pittsburgh on a 3-game losing streak, back-to-back losses against Oakland here. Oakland 5-1 in their last 6. They're playing well right now. 8-3 at home against Pittsburgh. I'd say a pretty even pitching matchup here. Oakland still under home. I'll take a shot with Oakland plus 1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the Seattle Mariners. Braves opening up as road favorite -180. The Mariners plus 140 with the over-under at 7. Braves coming into this matchup 19-9. Seattle 17-13. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA of 3.69. Pitching for the Mariners is Emerson Hancock with an ERA of 5.06. Sale, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 6 strikeouts. Hancock, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 4 strikeouts. Atlanta, back-to-back losses against Seattle. Seattle's been very good in this series so far. Atlanta just 1-6 on the road against Seattle. 4-11 against Seattle. They've been very bad against Seattle here. I'd say pretty even pitching matchup right now. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the plus money. We'll take Mariners plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Los Angeles Angels. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -200. The Angels plus 150 with the over-under at 8. Phillies coming into this matchup 20-11. Angels 11-19. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 1.93. Pitching for the Angels is Patrick Sandoval with an ERA of 6.67. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs. Had 8 strikeouts. Sandoval, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 4 strikeouts. The Phillies coming off an Angels win yesterday, 7-5. Nice bounce back. LA just 2-8 in their last 10. Been a tough struggle for them. Philly 4-1 on the road right now. 6-2 against the Angels here. Angels have just been a mess. Wheeler coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. And Patrick Sandoval's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -140. The Reds plus 115 with the over-under at 8. Reds coming into this matchup 16-14. Padres 15-18. Pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 4.40. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 6.94. Ashcraft, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 3 strikeouts. Musgrove, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 7 runs. Had 4 strikeouts. The Reds losing to the Padres yesterday, 4-6. Nice win for the Padres. I mean, they were on that 5-game losing streak, so they ended that. You know, you look at the numbers. Reds just 2-11 on the road against the Padres, 5-15 against the Padres. They just haven't been good against the Padres, but the Padres, man, the pitching's just been bad. Musgrove, he's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. He's been absolutely bad for the Padres here. Makes it hard to bet the Padres when their pitching's been horrible. So I'll take a shot with the Reds plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -160. The Yankees +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 19-12. Baltimore 19-10. Pitching for the Yankees is Lewis Gill with an ERA of 4.01. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.55. Gill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Burns, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Yankees losing back-to-back games to Baltimore, 2-0 and 4-2. Nice 2-game stretch for Baltimore here. Yankees are just 1-4 on the road against Baltimore, where they've struggled. Yeah, Gill hasn't been that great on the mound, giving up 8 runs in his 3 starts. And I'm liking Baltimore at home here, and I'll roll with the Orioles. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Miami Marlins. Marlins opening up as home favorites at -150. The Rockies +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 7-22. The Marlins 7-24. Pitching for the Rockies is Dakota Hudson with an ERA of 6.57. Pitching for the Marlins is Roddery Munoz with an ERA of 3.60. Hudson, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Munoz, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Colorado, 3-game losing streak here. Losing to Miami yesterday, 6-7. Was able to cover, though. Miami finally ending their 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-game losing streak they were on here. Yeah, just an ugly matchup. Kind of all it is. Brutal matchup. I'd still gonna roll with the Rockies +1.5 here. Crazy, the Marlins have just been favorites so much, and they've just been horrible. So I can't trust them. So yeah, we're gonna roll with the Rockies +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the New York Mets. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -130. The Mets +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 18-12. The Mets 15-14. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA of 0.98. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Butto with an ERA of 2.86. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Butto, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Cubs. Yeah, Cubs coming off a Mets loss yesterday, 2-4. Had a split series. Both teams splitting a win here. Cubs, they are 8-4 against the Mets, so they've been good head-to-head here. I don't know. This one's a tough one here. I'd say a pretty even pitching matchup. I do like Imanaga on the mound. He's been very good for the Cubs here. And, yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Cubs money line on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as slight home favorites at -115. The Giants -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Giants coming into this matchup 14-16. Boston 17-13. Pitching for the Giants is Dalton Jeffries with an ERA of 22.50. Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 1.35. Jeffries, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Yeah, hasn't looked good in his only start this season. Crawford, he's coming off a 3-run game here. Yeah, the Giants losing to Boston yesterday 4-0. They are just 3-8 on the road. Yeah, I just don't love Jeffries on the mound. Did look very bad in his actual first start of the season here, and yeah, we'll take the Red Sox at home. Next matchup, we've got the Washington Nationals versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -185. The Nationals +150 with the over-under at 9. Nationals coming into this matchup 14-15. The Rangers 16-14. Pitching for the Nationals is Trevor Williams with an ERA of 2.70. Pitching for the Rangers is Andrew Heaney with an ERA of 6.26. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Heaney, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Heaney hasn't been good on the mound here. Washington losing 7-1 yesterday. Tough loss for Washington. Heaney's just been giving up a lot of runs here. And hard to trust them. A bad day for the Nationals yesterday, but I still like the Nationals again today here, and I'm going to take a shot with Washington +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -175. The Guardians +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 19-10. The Astros 10-19. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 4.91. Pitching for the Astros is Justin Verlander with an ERA of 1.74. McKenzie, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Verlander, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Cleveland on a 2-game losing streak. Lost to Houston yesterday, 10-9. Crazy game yesterday. Houston on a 3-game winning streak. Yeah, Cleveland 0-6 on the road against Houston. So they've really had their struggles against Houston here. Verlander coming off 2 pretty good starts on the mound here. McKenzie coming off 2 good starts as well. Crazy game yesterday. Maybe it's going to be an over kind of series. I still like Cleveland. Got the cover yesterday. For me, I still can't trust Houston. Even though they've been good against Cleveland at home here. Pretty even pitching matchup. As of late, I'm going to take a shot Cleveland +1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -145. Arizona +120 with the over-under at 9. Dodgers coming into this matchup 19-13. Arizona 14-17. Pitching for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto with an ERA of 3.54. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.38. Yamamoto, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Dodgers losing to Arizona yesterday, 4-3. Yeah, tough loss for the Dodgers here. It's been a split series, both teams splitting a win so far. Dodgers 6-2 on the road, been a good road team. And I don't know, pretty good, pretty even matchup. Kind of tough. I still like the Dodgers here. And I'm probably going to lean with the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers in this one. Tough game yesterday. Pretty even pitching matchup. I don't say there's too much of an advantage there. And I think I'm going to roll with slightly lean with the Dodgers on the road with Yamamoto on the mound. Coming off one of his probably his best game of the season so far. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.